Vasquez was the first guy to stop him. I mean, no matter what anybody says, he was out, man. You know, and that's the thing about Nogueira is that everybody's always said, like, man, nobody's ever been able to stop him. They've knocked him down plenty of times, but he's never been unconscious, like completely out. One of those knockouts. And then Brendan Schaub saying that he'll be the first, even though, like I said, Cain Velasquez was probably the first guy to ever do that.
I just don't know if Schaub has the power to knock him out.
You're right.
Because Cain is a bigger guy.
It's a good point, man. It's a good point. And you know what, man? Because of the Brazilian factor, I would also, like I said,
that important, all-important Brazilian factor of the night. I
got to choose Nogueira. Round 3, either by guillotine choke. I can see Schaub. He has good, well-rounded. He has good wrestling. Takedowns, 36%. He's gonna try to take him down. He's gonna have a guillotine choke or triangle choke. Just watch that. I think that's what's gonna happen.
All right.
So next,
we're gonna get some beer.
And did you say something? Did you say a prediction?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you chose Nogueira too. Oh, looks like we all chose Nogueira.
Nogueira.
And then guys, so far I have not chose against a Brazilian. I haven't. I keep choosing the Brazilians because I'm
There's not a Brazilian on this one, right?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, they're all pretty much. They're all pretty much Brazilians in this
home event. To fight.
They sure are, and including the main event, which I already know you're choosing Anderson Silva. We're kind of skipping ahead there, but
we haven't even got past Griffin yet.
Well, this is the co-main event, and actually there's only 2 fights left, guys. We're going to talk about. We have Mauricio Shogun Ruha versus Forrest Griffin. This is a rematch, like I said. Forrest Griffin beat him the first time. Ruha, man, has been looking pretty good. He lost his last fight against Jones, pretty ugly. I don't know if you saw that fight.
I heard about it.
Damn, it was devastating, very devastating. But you know, Shogun, man, he comes out like when he fought against Machida. He's gonna be very dangerous. And you know, as much as I love Griffin, man, he really is a good fighter. But nobody likes to lose in their hometown. I'm telling you. It keeps coming down to that. It keeps boiling down to that. And you know what, man? I'm going to choose Shogun Ruha, and I think they're going to have a trilogy after this fight. Then it's up for grabs. But, let me see. I'll go with the second round. I keep choosing second round, but actually the last fight I chose third round, so I'll choose second round TKO. Yeah, I can see that.
I like both these fighters as much as some of the people who are watching this footage as well. You know, I know there's going to be people who are just going for one-sided, but I do like both of them. I do hope they both knock each other out at the same time, so that way it's a win-win situation.
Brought to you
Unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
It's happened before, though.
It has happened before.
Double knockout.
I can't say that though. I could.
Rene's going with the double knockout this night.
Wow.
Hold up.
That's one of those predictions you don't hear every time, dude. But I mean, if it happened, wouldn't that be crazy?
You know what? I'm not gonna do it though. I don't think I actually see it.
Well, peer pressure.
I'm gonna say home field or not. Shogun is dangerous, and so is Griffin.
They're both.
Griffin hasn't really had anything recent. I think that was actually successful with it.
He actually did. He beat Rich Franklin by 3-round decision.
Well, be as it may,
But wasn't an exciting fight.
No, it wasn't that exciting. It was pretty. I thought it was gonna be a lot better.
Griffin's lacking the fireworks that he used to have. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to give it to the Brazilian.
Well, since I don't really know much of what's going on right now, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to go with a double knockout. Third round. No, second round.
Hilarious, man.
One's going for a kick, the other one's gonna throw a punch.
Alright, we got a double knockout.
Wow.
But Shogun's gonna
You're making the predictions pretty interesting, Rene, because
I
never ever do that.
Only here, baby.
That's hilarious.
Split decision.
Only on MMA's.
Brought to you by Miller Lite.
That's what it is. Miller Lite. That's right. We got sponsors now, guys.
Miller Lite. Can these guys sponsor us?
We got sponsors. We got sponsors.
Put it on the shirt.
That's what we'll do next time.
So they can send us some.
Hey, the label's coming right off. I'm gonna just put this on my shirt here.
All right. Gotta give it to the other Brazilian.
Highlight, baby. Highlight. So
we have our call predictions as well.
Shout out.
Yeah. Danny Cobbles.
You've been chosen.
Danny Cobbles, you've been chosen to pick between Forrest Griffin versus
Mauricio Shogun Ruha.
Yeah, Shogun Ruha. Who's gonna win?
What choose somebody first.
Can you fucking pick someone? Pick someone first.
Say Rua.
Griffin versus Shogun. Who do you think's gonna win? Pick one.
Oh,
Danny chooses Griffin, who did a tremendous job with his
debut.
directorial debut.
No, what? Oh, yeah,
I did. I was trying to say dick.
we got my prediction.
Directorial.
So
debut. No, directorial debut. That's what I meant to say. I don't know what I was going to say dictator. Man,
He
it's
took
gonna
over a
sound
small
like
country.
baby.
Griffin's been busy. Taking over countries.
Trying to take over Brazil. Saturday
Yeah.
night. Because actually, it's funny you say that, Andrew, because this is like probably the first fight ever that he's not going to be the fan favorite. Everybody loves this guy.
I liked him till he got knocked out by Anderson Silva and ran off the stage. That was...
Yeah, he actually
Oh,
cried
yeah,
running off the
yeah,
stage. It was
yeah.
pretty damn embarrassing. She was pretty
You
embarrassed.
still got the jumpstart cables?
Yeah.
No, I give you Jesse, dude.
Oh, dude, I don't have any jumpstart cables.
We'll have to give it
Can
to
you
Rua.
find out him? Yeah, check him out first.
He's always been a dangerous fighter. Great striker, and he's been looking good lately. So I'm gonna give it to Rua in the second round. See a knockout. I think a knockout of the night. These guys are both.
There we go. Now Andrew's he's making this shit interesting.
These guys are both.
You never thought about that.
Really?
You know, 'cause you never thought about submission of the night, fight of the night, I mean, or knockout.
They're
of the night.
both good strikers, but Rua's gonna be in his hometown. He's been looking great lately. Forrest Griffin, I haven't seen anything from him that's really impressed me in the past few fights. So I think Rua's gonna make a nice little bonus knockout of the night in his hometown.
I mean, is there anything sweeter than that?
No.
Pretty good, Andrew. So you're going a step further in this, man. Choosing knockout of the night for Shogun Ruha. But I'll tell you where I think there's gonna be knockout of the night.
No.
And that leads us to our main event. But Rene, who do you choose here?
I'm going to have to pick between Griffin and Shogun. You know, they're both great fighters. I have to go with, no, real talk though. I know I said about that earlier. I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to with Shogun, man. 'cause
Oh,
he
that's
had a
right. You
lot
did
of-
say double knockout, though, right?
I did say double knockout, but that was just to bust y'all's chops. Honestly, it could happen though. Alright, it could happen.
I think
I'm
I have
going to do a
jumper cables
Shogun.
in my house.
Knockout.
Just FYI.
What?
I have jumper cables on my apartment.
He's got some after all.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, Danny, I'll be over there in a little bit. Yeah, kind of. Tell me a little bit. Knockout, Shogun, third
Excuse
round.
me, edit that one out.
Alright, what's up?
All
Can you
right.
introduce us?
And
Alright.
now here we are at our main event.
That's right.
What we've all been waiting for. We have Anderson, the Spider Silva, versus Yushin Okami.
Yeah.
Ooh, messed that one up. I'm fluent in Russian. Just start speaking that Chinese and no good. Yushin
it's all-
Thunder Okami.
Yushin Okami, that's right.
Got two veteran fighters here.
Guys, I heard-
main event.
I heard somebody say, because you know how you hear it all the time, that they say that all Japanese and Chinese fighters look alike?
Yeah.
Well, seriously, I heard that somebody had said this a while back, or I don't know, someone said that the great thing about Yushin Okami winning would be that there'd be so many guys in Japan saying that I beat Anderson Silva because they look like him. All they would have to do is dye their hair blonde, and they would just say, I beat Anderson Silva, and nobody would know. That everybody would actually think it was him. Do you think that's? Do you think that's an advantage for the Japanese?
Plausible situation.
This.
I think that gives them an inch advantage. but hear me out real quick. I tell you this much: you can go ahead and do that about Okami, but if you were to say that you were actually the sexy Yama,
Akiyama.
you can pull that out. I don't give a shit.
Nobody can pull
Chinese,
that out.
Japanese,
That's
black
very
Japanese,
good.
I don't give a shit. There's no way you can pull that off. It's a sexy Yakiyami.
I think you think it's Akiyama, but
Akiyama. That guy, you couldn't pull that off with him. This guy, you could. Have fun with that.
So you think that's kind of, you think they're gonna have a lot of fun with that after if he does win, that they're gonna be like, I'm the guy,
Absolutely.
it could be Anderson Silva, I'm the guy, and you know how many times, you know how that'll get a person laid over there. So Anderson Silva versus Yushin Okami, we got the Spider versus the Thunder. Well, this is a hell of a main event. It's for the middleweight championship. Yushin Okami has been in his, not only in his own mind, but in a lot of people's you know, a lot of fans see that he's been the #1 contender for a long, long time, and he's been looked past